The views expressed on this program are not those of intellectualradio.com, its subsidiaries, or sponsors. Encouraging, educating, and empowering you into action. This is Warriors Talk with your host, Lady ReShell.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell, where we move away from awareness towards action. It's Relationship Monday, and our topic for today is the biggest mistakes that women make in dating. Part 2. We are live on Intellectual Radio. We just heard from the Drive at 5 with Roman. Keep it locked right here on Intellectual Radio and allow us to feed your brain. On the last episode of Warriors Talk, I spoke with breast cancer survivor and advocate Kelly Lassane, and she talked about changing breast cancer narratives. Go over to YouTube, type in Intellectual Radio. Stay connected for any episodes you may have missed. The quote of the day is, "Don't let mistakes and disappointments of the past control and direct your future." We are grateful for our sponsors. We have EmanuelC.O.G.I.C with Pastor Michael Richardson, who gives you your spiritual food every Sunday morning at 10:15 a.m. on Facebook. Let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Greetings, I am Pastor Michael Richardson.
And I am First Lady Anastasia Richardson from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We're located at 3058 West Van Buren in Chicago, Illinois. We are building upon a solid foundation.
And we're inviting you to join us every Sunday morning on Facebook Live at EmanuelC.O.G.I.C at 10:15 Central Standard Time. And you can also view our videos on our YouTube channel at EmanuelC.O.G.I.C-MR. Once again, this is Pastor Michael Richardson
and First Lady Anastasia Richardson, and we're from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We are building upon a solid foundation.
Here are your trending topics for today. According to CNN, for the first time in 2 months, the U.S. is averaging more than 100,000 new COVID-19 cases each day, shortly after a million Americans traveled for the Thanksgiving holiday. The 7-day moving average of new cases was 121,437 as of Saturday, according to the data from Johns Hopkins University. The prior weeks, the U.S. last topped 100 cases a day was marked in early October. Also on the rise is the number of COVID-19 deaths, with a 7-day average of 1,651 people dying from the virus each day as of Saturday. The average daily deaths haven't been this high in more than a month. According to Anthony Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci, he said that it's okay to travel for the holidays. He just wants to make sure people are vaccinated and have taken their booster shots. Those are your trending topics for today. If you are tuned in on any form of social media, please like, share the show, invite someone else in on the show so that they may benefit from this valuable information. Co-hosting with me today is none other than cancer activist, motivational speaker, and the founder of the Gal Foundation, Rizal Gilmore. Hello, Rizal.
Hello, Lady ReShell. How are you today?
I am good. We are back for a part 2, and I'm so excited.
Relationship Monday. It's always a big topic.
So I just want to do like a review really quick. I'm going to go over the ones that we did last week really quick. And then we're going to jump right into part 2 of the biggest mistakes that women make in dating. So we talked about playing unavailable games, being a tease, too many demands, focusing on your accomplishments and money, being too hard or having too little femininity, a combative stance, having an entitled mindset, not being appreciative, the fear of it being too good, and it will happen when it happens, talking too much, and not being yourself. So those are the ones that we went over last week. And again, you can go over to YouTube on Intellectual Radio and you can watch that show. But tonight we're going to do part 2, and we're just going to dive right in because we already know that it's going to get juicy and we are going to run out of time. So let's just jump right in there, Rizal. And this is part 2 We left off with talking about, not really necessarily in that order, but we had some good feedback from the listeners, and they're already on here and they're ready to go. They're saying that the show has already been shared. So we're ready to jump in. Hey, Brenda. Hey, MyLeah. So they're ready to go. So let's just jump right in with, I know we both have a list of the biggest mistakes that women make in dating. Again, this is part 2.
Right. So my next one was indecisiveness.
All right.
A lot of women are indecisive about what they want, who they want. And that causes a lot of chaos. It's like, do I, take on Ray with all the money, got the nice car and the Porsche, or do I entertain Farmer Bill, who really ain't got much, but he's still a good guy, but he's not really what I'm looking for, but he could be, the ultimate person. You didn't give him a chance. So the indecisiveness, I think, with women really is a big mistake. Find somebody who just makes you happy.
So you think they're indecisive about picking a partner?
Picking a partner, choosing, who do I go for? A lot of friends, of course, is in there. Girl, if he's a doctor or he's a police officer, girl, you better go ahead and get with him. He got money, and they're weighing the options. But, this guy, he doesn't do it for me, but my friends are saying yes. And that'll probably go into a segue into my other one. But the indecisiveness, what is it that women, what are they truly looking for when they're looking for this guy? And they make a lot of mistakes because they have these talks with themselves. I want this, I want that. And I know we talked about it plenty of times about the list, that's on there, and getting it as it get older, it gets cut down. But yeah.
All right.
That's about the gist of it.
We need to make sure that we're not being indecisive. All right. So my number, I think I stopped on number 5, and mine was playing hard to get. Sometimes as women, we can play hard to get.
Yes, y'all do.
Cadillac says not knowing what you want. Hey, Cadillac, thanks for joining. Rizal, you got another man.
We got some testosterone in the building. Cadillac.
All right. Playing hard to get. Are women out here playing hard to get? Are we playing hard to get?
Yep.
What does that look like? I don't know. It's
playing hard to get.
I would assume. What'd you say, Brenda? Brenda said she said you was reading her mind, Rizal. I bet he was, Brenda. I bet he was. Cadillac, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate your feedback. So, all right. So playing hard to get. Sometimes as women, we play hard to get for whatever reason. We don't want to seem like we easy, like we just going to give in, to your demands because you asked. We really want men to work for. We want you to work for us. Some men don't want to work. They just want it to be easy. But we already know sometimes when it comes to easy and you don't work for it, you don't appreciate it as much as you would if you have worked for it. That's all I got to say about that.
Yes, I can agree with that. But at the same time, you have a lot of women who gives a lot of false hopes that things are going to go, a certain way, and doing good and well. They up there talking to Pookie, Ray, John, all these different people. Because they got choices. They got these options.
Right. If we're dating, then yeah. If we haven't had a conversation to say we are going to be exclusive and I have agreed to that, then you should be able to see other people.
But you haven't I'm just going to say you haven't gave me a chance to see if we can be exclusive because you're playing games. You're playing the unavailable and hard to get games. I'm putting my all. I'm putting 100 and you giving me back 20.
That's because she's seeing other people. You got to put it in there. You got to go fast. You can't be moving slow. You moving slow. The other men in there turning tricks and flips, and you trying to take slow. What Kelly said, he said, that's true, but sometimes you don't know if they really want you. That's why you got to open your mouth and ask. Open your mouth and ask.
But what they say? Actions speak louder than words. Why do I need to act? Give me the same energy that I'm giving you. If I'm giving you 100, give me 100. Don't let me be the cup that's always pouring and you're not reciprocating back the same thing pouring back into me. Because now we off balance because we got one full and one empty. Okay. So I need to know where does that balance? Where do we stand? Where do you say, okay, look, I'm going to stop. Let me see what's going on here, what you're about. Let me really dig into you and see what's going on with you.
Are you opening your mouth to ask these questions, or are you just assuming that she's going to reciprocate because you're doing it? I mean, just the way you show love is not the way somebody else may do it. So you're going to have to open your mouth and say what it is that you want.
So I need to open my mouth and say, hey, what's your love language? See, one thing about me, I never open my mouth to see what it is that you want. I always take the time to learn what it is that you like and what turns you on and certain things. Because I think as long as I know ahead of time what it is, I never have to ask.
I think you still should have a conversation, though. That's a part of us getting closer and having these intimate conversations, discovering each other. Yeah, you can sit back and you can observe me. When you're in the honeymoon stage, people may be acting a certain way and it may not be their true selves. So now you have this picture of who you think I am, when you can have a conversation with somebody and you can learn a lot. We talked last week about how women talk too freaking much, right? Because we do. So ask those questions. That's what a relationship or getting to know somebody is about, collecting that data. And yeah, you collecting it, but you being silent about it. But you still need to ask questions.
Yeah. But see, if you sit back and watch, it'll answer a lot of questions. If you ask a lot of questions, they may slip up and bring out them true selves. It has happened. Something might come out. So either way, it could be a win-win for you. But, if you're just authentic, don't lead me around, let me keep going around the mulberry bush, though. While I'm sitting there waiting, I'm asking questions, I'm trying to get this information out of you. And you sitting there reading texts from Ray Ray like, ooh, he missed me. Ooh, let me hurry. He got some. And then you rushing my time with you, which could actually, you never know. I could be the one.
Oh, hold on. Wow, so Walter is joining us. We have a celebrity on us, you guys. Hello, Walter.
We got the deputy mayor of Chi-Town in the house.
He said he was over on YouTube. He felt lonely. I'm sorry. Thank you for joining us over here. We appreciate you. Cadillac said asking is good so that they will cut off assuming. Exactly. You know what assuming does. We already know what that does. So you got to ask questions, Rizal. It's okay to sit back and observe, but you want a person that's one of the problems that we have in relationships is that we don't communicate. So I think it's important.
Look, what MyLeah say? MyLeah said, you got to watch. You got to watch.
You got to watch and you got to open your mouth and communicate. Communicate is the oxygen to relationships. And sometimes we forget that. Okay, let's move on because we got a lot of them. I don't want to stay on that one too long. So what's your next one? Let's move. Let's go.
Oh.
Come on now. I thought you was
it was mindset.
Okay. So what type of mindset should you have that you feel a lady should have when she's coming into this?
When she's coming into this, her mind should be clear. It should be open. It should be ready. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, here's another guy. What's going to happen? Let me see what red flags that I see. And you're not giving him a clean slate. It's not fair. You're still worrying, trying to figure out what went wrong in the last relationship, thinking the same thing is going to happen in this relationship, that he going to do something. He going to see somebody prettier than you. Somebody got a bigger butt than you, or this and that, and the lack of confidence and everything just fall. Like the mindset is really one of the keys also. You got to be headstrong to take a relationship on. You really got to be ready, because it takes a lot. And it's not the relationship that fail, it's the people that causes the relationship fail, because ain't nobody in it but me and you. So if it fails, it's our fault. It's nobody else's fault.
I always say you are the common denominator in every relationship that you are in. So you should be taking, if that relationship didn't work, take some time to assess yourself, the relationship, and find out how you can move differently. A lot of times when we're dating, ladies, we're dating desperately. We're desperately dating. We're dating and we're not healed. We're not whole. We're looking for somebody to complete us instead of complimenting us. And we're dating from a lack. We're dating in lack. So when somebody do approach us, we just like leeches. We just, gravitate to them and not even thinking about I'm going to say this, the different options that are around. And sometimes that's how we end up picking the wrong person, is because we're picking desperately, whether it be from just not being healed, not getting the proper healing that you need when you're done with one relationship. So ladies, stop dating desperately because you are a certain age. You feel like, oh, I got to hurry up and be married or be in this relationship. And a lot of them are lonely. You can be alone, but you don't have to be lonely. You can be busy doing other things until your person comes. But when you're dating desperately, you are going to accept anything. But when you're dating, when you're healed, when you're whole, and you have done the work, then you're going to attract a different caliber of man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So this could fit in dating desperately, but I think women date from their circumstances. It's like, oh, I'm about to get evicted. I need to get these bills paid. Let me see what Ray got going. He need to come up in here and pay some bills. Oh, he got some money. Yeah, dating desperately dating under circumstances. That's what I'm going to call it.
That's the same.
You ain't looking for love. You're looking for help. And you find that a lot these days.
That's true. There's a lot of homosexual men out here that are looking for a place to stay. It's cold outside. They need a place to. Cadillac says, be ready for what you ask for. So whatever it is that you're asking for, be ready to receive it.
Don't even just ask for it. Write it down. Let it manifest. Ask for it. Pray for it. Whatever you need to do, because what ye ask for, ye shall get.
All right. Let's move on to the next. We're talking about the biggest mistakes that women make in dating. This is our part 2. Part 1 was juicy. And so we had to go ahead and do a part 2. So where are we at, Rizal? Is it my turn?
It's your turn. That was my one I just gave was my other one.
Okay. So number 6 for me is holding on to standards that you wouldn't even hold yourself. You expect him to do these certain things and you cannot do it yourself. You expect for him to communicate with you a certain way or a certain amount of times a day. But you're not doing the stuff yourself. So whatever it is that you're asking for from a person, you should be that, right? If you're asking this person to come to the table with so much, then you should be able to match it equally or whatever. But a lot of times we have these standards, I want him to be a certain way, but then we're not that. We're not what we're asking for. So if you're going to hold him to a standard, ladies, then you need to be the standard. And it's okay to have standards. Don't let people tell you, oh, no, you shouldn't have standards, or you need to lower your standards. If those are your standards, those are your standards. You know what you need in a relationship for that relationship to function. Don't operate off what you want, but operate off what you need for you to be in a relationship and for it to function.
Yeah, let me tell you what the standards are these days. Baby, we should go to the Gucci store. Oh? Were we going to the Gucci store when I first met you? Were you going to the Gucci store when I first met you? Now, you know good and well, you was with that Lucci. You wasn't with that Gucci. Now, all of a sudden, you want to hold me to doing all these things. You want all these nice, fine things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you weren't doing it beforehand, why now? Where does that fit? Why now?
I don't know what kind of women you be dating, Rizal.
I
Walter
don't
said
either.
Cadillac for all. Oh wow, we have a
No,
connection.
no, they're out there. I'm telling you, I can't make this stuff up.
All right. Walter and Cadillac has a connection. He said he knows you from Oral High School. All right. All right. Well, we have Rizal. Your turn. Let's keep it moving. Come on, let's go. We're talking
No,
about
actually,
the biggest mistakes that women make in dating, and we just finished talking about holding that man to the standard that you will hold yourself to. So whatever it is you're asking for, then you should be that.
my next one is telling your truth. I think that's a big that's it kind of coincides of what you're saying, that women talk too much, but women have to be honest with themselves about what's going on with themselves, whether it's hurt, whether it's healing. They're not ready to love. They're not into it. They really don't want him. Whatever it is, you got to be ready to hold yourself accountable, and you got to tell yourself the truth. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that women. It's the story that you tell yourself. Okay, I'm ready to do this. I can do this. No, that's not the truth. You're not ready. You can't handle this. Not now. Not now is not the time. Stop listening to them girlfriends. Stop listening to them family members saying, yeah, go for it. I know it takes time to build up the confidence, but that's if you're just coming out of something. You don't want to enter something that you wasn't ready for, because now you're going to force it and it's going to end faster than it opened.
So if you know I'm not ready for it, and I just told you I just came out of a relationship, but you pressuring me anyway, talking about you might be the one. Come on, that don't make sense.
I ain't pressuring. Look, I ain't pressuring you.
Those are your words. Come on, you may be missing.
But how is it? Wait a minute. You can tell me that you just got a relationship and you're not ready. The next week, again, I see you with Rah. Now y'all a couple. Now you all on Facebook flashing pictures and all this. Well, you took the time out to give Rah a chance, but I'm letting you heal because you say you're not ready. So now you're going to go ahead and look.
You can't.
If we're going to be in it, and I'm going to be a man, I'm going to stand by your side when you're going through thick or thin. That should be one of the good signs and qualities. If he's willing to stick it out with you while you're going through your healing process, because I can't tell you how to heal, but I can stand by you while you do it. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Sometimes you let people heal and let them be. Let them heal, because once they heal, you may not be their choice. You may not be the choice of man that they want, because now I'm healed, I'm whole. Again, I'm going to attract a totally different man when I'm healed.
No, because they're going to be like, he used to wear red shoes. Now you wear red shoes. No, I can't do it. Mm-mm.
Okay. What number are we on?
I have no idea.
All right. We're number 7, you guys. We're talking about the biggest mistakes that women make when they are dating. And one of them is wearing too much makeup. Some men don't like that.
You're right.
And it's not about enhancing yourself. The makeup is about enhancing your look, but not you transforming into a totally different person. So when you take the makeup off, he's like, who the hell is that? And women, yeah, we do it. And it shouldn't be something that's done every day. I can see if you're going to a wedding, or maybe it's your birthday and you doing a photo shoot or something, but every day you on 10 with the makeup.
Yeah, well, you got some women who won't even leave out the house without their makeup. And I see them all the time. They say, oh, they're like trying to cover themselves because you seeing them without their makeup. And they are totally, when you're so used to seeing them with their makeup and they take it off, it's like, whoa, I had to take a triple take to find who are you? It's to the point where you uncake yourself trying to hide more of your identity. Like sometimes even God don't even know who to bless because he don't recognize you. You uncovered yourself with makeup so many times. So yes, sometimes that could be a little too much. Some women are over excessively, with the makeup. Sometimes we want to see what's under there. What am I getting myself into? What are you working with? Let me see the natural you. Let me see you without some of the women look like they got little caterpillars on the end of their eyelids, and they blushing looking like snuffleupagus like this, and ashes, they're waving at you before you even say hi.
I like it. I think it looks sexy. I don't think you should wear it all the time, but I feel like if that's what a woman feels she needs, I mean, I feel like it's something, there's something missing there to where she feels like she needs to cover all of that up, where it might have been a man that said something to her and she's covering up, or it could be she just have this insecurity when she's around other women. It's a lot of stuff, and that's why I encourage.
Okay, well, that's what you need to sit back. You need to sit back and watch, because what are you trying to hide? What are you not trying to show the world by not being you? What are you trying to hide? I need to sit back and I need to observe you. And one of my biggest things, you wouldn't what? Observe?
I would rather them wear the makeup and hide, because you can remove that and I can see what's really there, than you to be hiding something that I can't see and eventually I find out later. Let me read this comment. Cadillac says, you have to remember one thing, a woman picks the man don't pick the woman, and Walter agreed with it.
I'm not arguing with my brothers.
Those are my scholars now. If they said it.
That's why, that's what I said. That, look, I'm not arguing with the deputy mayor of Chi-Town.
I'm going with it. All right. What's your next one, Rizal? Let's move.
I think I'm out of them now.
What? Tabitha says she agreed. Hey, Tabitha. All right. So we are on number 8. Number 8. Oh, wow. So this is making it all about God. This is one of the biggest mistakes that women make in a relationship.
Lord.
They make it all about God. And then that's all they talk about. And I don't know if this is just church women, maybe. That they're hiding behind God, and they're using God as a shield, as a defense mechanism. And I think sometimes it makes men feel like, oh God, I can't even make a mistake or whatever, because she's using God. She's bringing up God every time. And
well,
a man wants to be beyond that. He wants to see you beyond that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to be able to enjoy and have fun, and maybe sometimes maybe do some. Because see, I still got some heathen in me.
You can have fun. Just because you just because you have God in your life doesn't mean you cannot have fun.
But here we're having fun, and maybe there may be something that person, that partner may not agree with, and it's like, what would Jesus do? That just kills the mood. No, that just ruins everything, kills the mood. It's over. And then they got to make me rethink. Like you said, everything is now, I believe the relationship should be put together by God. It should be built on God. But every single word, every single thing doesn't have to be about God. What about us? We got a little say-so in this whole thing. We followed his directions, and we're doing what the Bible says, and we're getting together and we're making it work. But I've lost a lot of potential relationships because the women were just too holy for me. Nothing against what they believe in, but they were just too holy for me.
All right, ladies. Let's read some of these comments. All right. Cadillac said they bring a third person in, laugh out loud. Cadillac, I'm not even gonna comment on that. All right. God needs to be there. Trust me, he does. So I don't care what y'all say.
Look, maybe God is the third person.
That's what he said. Third person. Hold on. Sharon says sometimes don't put everybody together. God, and you're right, Sharon. God does not. Sometimes he does not put people together. People be thinking, yeah, God chose my mate.
Well, that's what the problem is, because we keep trying to force these relationships because we really like this person, and you're not meant for that person. That person isn't you. As I say all the time, we got a lot of people who love each other who's not together, and a lot of people who's not together who love each other. So just because I love you doesn't mean that we're supposed to be together.
All right. On that note, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear from one of our sponsors from Affordable Book Editing Services. When we come back, we're going to talk about being too independent as a woman.
If you're looking for an affordable book editor, then look no further. I'm MyLeah Symone. I'm a freelance book editor, and I offer affordable book editing services such as proofreading and manuscript critiques. It's time to work with an editor who knows and loves stories. Head over to my website, www.MyLeahSymone.com, to book me today.
All right, my sponsors make it possible for me to go live. So if you need some book editing, you know what to do. All right, we're talking about the biggest mistakes that women make in dating, and we are on number 9, women being too independent.
That's always a deal breaker. Because why are we dating? If you telling me that you don't need me because you got this, then by all means, go ahead, knock yourself out, Juliet. This Romeo is going to go that way. It's too much. It's more of it becomes a competition when you're that independent. I could do this for myself. I was doing it before you came in the picture. Blah, 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 blah. And this is what we hear. Blah, 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 on and on about what you're doing, what you did, what you can do. I don't need you. I don't want you. And it just turns into a whole bad situation.
I think it takes a certain type of man to be able to deal with an independent woman. And it's probably different type of independent women. Like some women, you know, they have to be independent because, you know, they're the head of household, probably not by choice. They may have gotten divorced. They, you know, for whatever reason, they had to take on that role as being independent. And if I don't take care of my family, you know, you want a woman who's doing her thing, because you don't want you want somebody who has their own thing going on, so they won't be so dependent on you, meaning she has her own friends. She's not always trying to hang under you all the time. She has her own things going on. You want a woman who's ambitious. She's able to have her own things going on. And when y'all get together, y'all put those things together. You have to have somebody who knows how to be able to allow that man to lead when she gets with that man, and y'all work interdependent, because she has to operate as an independent because she's by herself.
Well, like I was going to say, she needs to know how to turn it on and when to turn it off. It's not always on 10. Well, I got to go because I got to do X, Y, and Z, and you're shortchanging me out of my time that I need, and you're not letting me do the things that I need to do. And now I'm not the man that you wanted, or I'm not the man that you needed because I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. But you're not finding out what it is that I do because you're doing them.
Sharon said, "There's nothing wrong with being independent. Just don't throw it in your man's face." Cadillac said, "That's still breaking a wall down." Tabitha says, "That's using your masculine energies instead of your feminine energies." Oh, Sharon says, "It's one thing to be independent in a relationship, but don't try to be dominant in the relationship."
Exactly. And that's what we run into because, again, the too little femininity is going on. We want you to be soft and pink. Once in a while, you can be hard. But, you know, again, it's time to turn it on. There's a time to turn it off.
It's like you want it both ways. So you're saying like now with relationships, it's like, and I keep bringing this up because people want to go 50-50. Everybody wants to go 50. We're going 50-50 in this relationship. 50-50 means you not doing what a man is supposed to do. The man is supposed to do the majority, right? And if we're going 50-50, I'm not respecting you as that because we equal. Your opinion does not outweigh mine. Now, if you are the man and you're doing the majority of the stuff, all right, babe, what we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Well, wait a minute. But are you talking like house chore stuff around the house, or are you talking bills?
I'm talking bills. If you're wanting to go 50-50 with somebody, that means that you're equal.
Y'all go ahead and listen to Lady ReShell if y'all want. Let me tell you, ReShell, we are not living in 1952 anymore. It does not happen that way because everything, especially nowadays, has gotten so expensive so
ladies.
expensive. You need two incomes. I don't need you sitting around on your behind just looking cute and pretty. If
I
you're
didn't
going to
say
be a
that.
partner of mine and call yourself a partner of mine, then I need you up helping me
So
get this bag, get this money, or whatever it is that we
y'all
doing,
looking
so
for
we
a
can keep the
beautiful
roof,
partner.
we can keep the kids happy, we can stop them, you can have your new whatever it is, eat your bonbons.
Sexual. You want a partner. You looking for somebody to help you. So just say that you're looking for a helpmate. There are men out here that's making the money. We're not saying they're making a lot of money, but they're able to handle the bills. They're able, when you go on a date, they're not asking you to come out of your pocket when you go on a date. They're not expecting you to pay 50-50. There are men out here that are still doing the Rizal. So I don't want
Yes,
women to
but
get discouraged
going
and
on a date,
thinking
I'm
that,
talking.
hold on.
Go
I don't
ahead.
want women to get discouraged and think that they have to go 50-50 with a man. I'm not saying don't help your partner. I'm not saying don't go all in with your partner and help him pay bills and y'all teammates and y'all want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the man should be the head. That man should be the breadwinner. My income should be additional. Again, if I'm coming in 50-50, we partners, we roommates. I'm not saying don't help your man. I'm not saying don't pay bills. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't operate as a team. You should be his biggest teammate, his number one fan. People are looking for help. And if you're looking for help, just say you're looking for help. There are men out here that will do it. I've witnessed it. I'm witnessing it now. So ladies, it's possible. You just have to be able to operate from a different mentality and not a lack mentality. That's all I'm saying. But don't listen to me, y'all. Listen to the man.
You freezing up.
Listen to me. You freezing. I'm not frozen. Sharon says is one. I read that one already. Walter talking about he grabbing his popcorn. Yeah, grab your popcorn because I'm tired of this. They want to be 50-50. They want women to bring they have and it's not. But you want to be the. Are you looking for a partner? Establish that up front. Are you looking for a partner? Or are you looking to be the head of this relationship? Because I'm going to treat you as such. Cadillac said, if it's not about going 50-50, it's about, exactly, it's about working together. But if you tell me coming in, baby, we're going 50-50. I want you 50-50 on this mortgage, 50-50 on these bills, 50-50 on these groceries. Then I know what I'm working with going in. I'm not respecting you as a head of household. I'm respecting you as a 50-50 partner. So when we get ready to make decisions, we making decisions together. What you gonna do that anyway in the marriage?
But if we're going in 50-50 and I'm asking you, like, look, let me get myself together. Let me get on my feet. We need to do 50-50 right now. But a year later, 2 years later, it could be 80-20. It's not about how you go in. It's about how you come out.
Why you even
So
in that
if you're not there to stand by me while I'm doing the 50-50 thing, now I do believe that going on a date, if a man asks you that he should be paying for the dates, he should be doing all of those little things like what you said. But as I said, this day and age, 50-50 is what's working for a lot of couples and keeping them together. Because
let's just bring both of our incomes together and work it that way. Don't say 50-50.
We'll do that, but I gave you the example.
Bring both of our incomes together. Stop saying 50-50. Don't say that.
You said 50-50.
No, you're saying let's bring it together. No.
As I said, if I made 40,000 and you made 400,000, am I looking for help or am I looking for love?
You're gonna be by yourself because if I'm making 400,000, I'm in a different bracket, baby. Because if you was in that bracket,
wait a minute. So if I was making 400,000 and you was making 40,000,
I'm gonna stay in my lane.
How do you think that?
I'm gonna stay in my lane. But if you approach me and you keep pushing it, then we're gonna make something happen. But I'm gonna stay in my lane.
But again, my job is to help to teach you and make a better you of yourself while in this we'll say relationship while you're dealing with me. If I can't teach you anything or how to get to the next level, if I can't teach you anything or how to get to the next level, then where you are from to get you to someplace else, then I wasn't the man for you. And I'll tell that to any ladies, that's the wrong man for you.
Some guys are not even, they're not teaching. Some guys you can't even learn nothing from. They're not even teaching. They're not. Let's just be real.
Well, look, leave them jokers alone and find yourself a king.
Yeah, wherever he is. All right, what Kellex says now it's about who makes the most income. It might be a time when in that relationship that the other one may need help. And that's true. Whoever needs the help, if the money's coming in, his money, this is just my opinion. Just my opinion, y'all. What do I know? Right? If he's the man, if he's the head, if he's the man, I'm expecting him to make the majority of the income, right? And this goes when you picking a partner. So you should know his income. Not that I'm in his pocket, because I'm going to come to the table with mine. I'm coming to the table with mine. And he's going to already know that I'm an ambitious person. I'm going to make it happen regardless, right? Because I was making it happen before he stepped to the table. So he already going to know what I'm bringing to the table. I agree. Walter says, I plan to take care of all of my women's financial needs. She can pay the water bill. Okay, Walter, I'm about to go over here with Walter. All I got to pay is the water bill. I'm going over there. See what I'm saying? Like, these men won't help. And I understand the woman's income should not be the bulk of the income covering the household unless she just makes the most money. And maybe I'm living in a reality world. Maybe there are not men out there, which is not true, because I know men that's doing it right now.
There are men that's out there that's doing it. But
that's what I'm saying, Tabitha.
There are men out there.
Women what kind of shower are you talking about, Walter? I don't know what I just walked in.
It's not golden, Walter, is it?
I don't know what kind of shower that is. I don't know. Sharon
okay, what Sharon said.
Sharon said first of all, usually women, real women.
Real women.
That's what she said. Real women don't need to be taught anything. Okay, I'm sorry. They were already brought up on how to be a wife and how to handle their business.
I disagree.
Preach.
I disagree with Sharon. Not all women.
Some women, but not all.
Not all women. That's why I disagree. Because not all. Because look, I know a woman right now. Mama was a hoe, and she told her daughter, "You know what to go out there and do." She taught her how to be a hoe. So not all women was raised or brought up that way. You're a model from what you're modeled from. So
you're saying that the whole lifestyle is not a good lifestyle?
Hey, look. These days, the side chick is winning. So look, so.
Thank you, Tabitha. Always willing to learn. I'm always willing to learn new things from a man that can teach you something, right? Not all men can do that.
And that is true.
Not all men can do that. All right, I'm ready to move to the next one.
Oh, what's the next one?
That one was wearing too much makeup. How did we get all of that out of that? Oh, no, that was, making it all about, that was being too independent. I'm sorry. I'm like, how did we get all of that out of it? Okay, so number 10. Number 10 are the things that, the mistakes that women, we are making when we're dating. Don't look for somebody that you can fix. We have that fix-it mentality. And don't look for somebody who can fix you. Like I said, you should be coming into that relationship whole. You should be not looking for somebody to complete you, but to compliment you. Because if you coming in there broken, that's a recipe for disaster. Oh, that's my next one. Okay.
Recipe for disaster?
It's a recipe for disaster if you're coming in there broken.
Yes, that is definitely not going to work. If you're coming in broken, it's definitely not going to work.
Well, somebody said some chicken heads. Sharon said, "Oh, you're right, Sharon. Let we stand corrected." She said, "I said what I said." She said, "Real women." She said she's not talking about the street women.
Street women or chicken heads.
Talking about that. Walter, don't be laughing at Sharon. He laughing at her saying chicken heads. So Kelly,
See, Walter know they out there. That's why he laughing. Walter know they out there. They clucking around.
Ooh, all right, y'all. So did you comment on that one, Rizal? I'm sorry.
Which one is that? The fix it?
Yeah, don't look for someone to fix you, and don't be trying to fix nobody else.
That's true. Perfect example. I have a friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine. And every man that she meets, she says, it's like, I got to fix him up. Well, and she's very successful at what she do. I can't understand what type of men that she keep going for, that she end up, laws of attraction say you attract what you are. Are you broken yourself? Why do you keep ending up with the same type of man that you got to fix? You shouldn't have to fix anybody. If they're not coming in whole and you're not coming in whole, that's how the relationship or how the things should kick off or how things should start. You coming in broken and need fixing, and he's coming in broken, need fixing. Now, don't get me wrong. If you see some great potential in this guy, it's like, hey, you know what? I can work with this. I can do things. I can fix him up a little bit. And then, voila, put him out there and he starts to fly his wings. And then, boom, he take over. Some women are like that. They like fixing men. Some women that like, taking a man from this and taking him and building them to something, because it sounds more like a little control thing. Like, I did this, I did that, and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I don't need no fixing, and I don't want nobody else to do no fixing.
All right, let's move on from that one. I'm gonna skip around because
we're running out of time. Always.
Number 13, when it comes to the mistakes that women are making in dating, having sex too soon. Having sex too soon, you guys.
Well, what do you consider too soon?
Too soon.
What do you? It all depends on what you consider. Look, you might as well say, because we're going to stay on this one for the rest of the show. So, look, we just want to thank our listeners for listening, because we're going to be on this until the next 10 minutes. What do you consider too soon?
I already told you what it is. We already know. Rizal's stance is have the sex, test drive it so that you know what you're getting yourself into. I say, no, don't do that, because it's going to cloud your judgment. If you have sex with that person and y'all haven't established what's going on in this, no, women like security. We want security. That's all willy-nilly. Cadillac says true, because when you start changing someone, look for them to start changing you. Oh, all right, Cadillac, speaking some knowledge over here. All right, so y'all having sex too soon. Y'all...
You still haven't told me what's too soon. Did I just meet you at 8 o'clock and we having sex at 8:33? What is too soon?
Sharon says it depends. What did he say? When is too soon? Cadillac said when it's too soon. It depends on the relationship. I just told you when it's too soon. Women like to have security. If we have not established what this is, where we're going, women want to be secure, right? So security means to a woman, Walter said, did somebody say sex? I'm all ears. Really? I can't. I would say, if you have not established where this is going, what are we doing here? Where is this going, right? If you haven't established that, again, because women want to feel secure. That's the bottom line. They want to feel secure, whether that is holding out to marriage, whether that is holding out until we have established we're in a relationship, whatever that is, we want to feel secure. Cadillac said, I just want to hear it again. Would you want to hear it again? Walter said, did somebody have sex? Y'all, okay.
Again, every woman isn't like that, Lady ReShell. Some women want to come in, they want to get theirs off also, just like how men do, and send them home. It's not all, you know what, let me go down the checklist to make sure he got this. Instead of getting yours, get in and get out.
Tabitha says, if you don't know his last name, it's definitely too soon. Definitely too soon. All right, I'm gonna move to the next one. Ladies, be careful with that.
Oh, wait, I need to make a list of ones we need to come back to.
Again, you're making soul ties when you're doing the sex thing, and you're having sex, and you haven't even established where you are. What are we doing? You haven't established that. So
And men feel
I'm
not
done with
even
that.
that.
I'm done with that.
Men feel, you see how she cut me off, y'all?
Yeah, I
Men
cut
feel
you
the
off.
same way because look, every woman isn't worthy to be laying down with.
And every man isn't worthy. And that's
Exactly.
why
Look,
women
we
sometimes
got
hold
some
out.
we got some principalities and stuff like, nah. That's why we got. Trust me, there's a man out there right now saying, "Damn, I wish I didn't sleep with her because she a baby mama and she get on my nerves." And
Let's talk about baby mamas.
Carl Thomas wrote a song about it. Say, "I wish I never met you."
Hold that thought, because this is one of us. I'm gonna try to go really fast. One of them is, it talks about she has young kids and she has baby daddy issues. That's one of them. Or she has grown kids and she still have baby daddy issues. Okay.
But is that coming because, well, yeah, too soon, and she just didn't realize what she was getting into because she didn't take the time to know the person, and vice versa? Or
communicate.
Is it the communication? But again, maybe they wasn't a fit from the beginning. Maybe she just wanted to get her rocks off and ended up knocked up.
Or maybe they was just in a relationship and it didn't work out, and then he went his way and she went her way, and now he's a baby father and whatever. Anyway, I'm done with that one. This is my last one, and I'm sure there's some more on this list, but I'm not going to get to it. The last one is talking about marriage too soon, and we got like 30 seconds.
Again, what's too soon? I mean, don't start me off on the first date and you talking about marriage. It's always a question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the guy, well, I want to have kids. I want to be married. And it's like, did he say marriage? Ding, 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 ding. Light bulb goes off. Yes, he said marriage, but it's not a guarantee he wants to marry you. Y'all just met. Y'all just dealing with each other. We don't know if he even like you yet. We just going on a date or two just now. I need to see you without your makeup. I need to see you with
Rizal, all women ain't going out on these dates wanting to marry these folks. Some people may be just going out to get a meal, just going out to have fun. They ain't out here trying to marry you. Like, no,
okay.
They're not.
So that goes to say for those women
desperately dating.
So that goes for them same women that just want to get out there, get their rocks off, and go back home.
Those are the ones that they're not healed. They're not healed. They're operating from a lack. You need to be. Okay, y'all, I'm done with this show. Y'all comment. I wish I had time to read all this. Sharon said that's true.
We're going to 8:15.
Sharon said you would know within a few months if you want that person or not. It don't take that long. Y'all be dragging it out. It don't take that long. Y'all just drag it out.
Who drags it out? The women?
Right. Whoever drags it out. I at this point, I don't care because the show is over, you guys. Marriage is definitely... Marriage is different now. I totally agree.
The intentions from women and men is different now. That's what make the marriage and the asking those questions so difficult. You can't sit down these days. See,
on that note,
part 3, whole nother show.
That would be a whole nother show. So exactly, Cadillac, a whole nother hour. But this hour is up. So thank you guys for tuning in to Warriors Talk. Warriors Talk is sponsored by Mary Kay with Gloria Dotson, Allstate with Paula Kelly. And I will leave you guys with these words of wisdom. And these are from the words of Steve Harvey. And I know most men don't like Steve Harvey's advice. But he says, you have to let a man see what he can get but make him imagine what he can have. So let him see what he can get. But you allow him to imagine what he can have, you guys. On that note, thank you for tuning in to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell. Co-hosting with me today is The Biz. Join me next Monday at 6 p.m. right here on Intellectual Radio. As always, Warriors Talk is changing lives, one warrior at a time.
Thank you for listening to this week's edition of Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell. To find out more about Warriors Talk, follow at Warriors Talk, the number 1, on all social media outlets, and Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell on YouTube. Please join us next week and every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on intellectualradio.com for Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell, where we encourage, educate, and empower you into action.